Hey, what's up, guys? What is going on, YouTube? Good morning. Thank you for tuning in to Rules for Rebels. In today's video, I wanted to tell you guys about a how to sell on Amazon course called the Sellers Playbook. I attended their little sales pitch, their little seminar this past Friday. And I imagine there's probably other people out there who've maybe seen the Facebook ad or are thinking about going, or maybe you're even thinking about signing up. And you just want to get somebody else's perspective, or you want to talk to somebody else who went to the thing. You want to see if you should waste taking a day off to go check this thing out. So that's really what this video is going to be about. And I'm also going to touch a little bit on just like paying for education, paying for knowledge, paying for courses. Is it worth it? Should you do it? Shouldn't you do it? Etc. So we'll start off talking about the Sellers Playbook. For any of you guys who don't watch my channel normally, when you have a YouTube channel, like a lot of your videos are going to be made for your regular viewers. And while I hope my regular viewers enjoy this, this type of video is probably going to bring in a lot of people who don't always watch my videos, just because, like I said, maybe you've seen the Facebook ad for Sellers Playbook, and you're like, I'm going to go check this out on YouTube, see if anybody's been to it, see if there's any reviews, see what they say. So if you're new to my channel, my name is Johnny. This channel is called Rules for Rebels. It's all about entrepreneurship, e-commerce, making money online, Amazon merch, just really any online hustle. And I don't sell information. I give it all away for free here. So I mean, if you want to learn how to sell on Amazon, granted, my information maybe isn't as organized as a course, but it's all free right here. And there's a lot of other great YouTubers who are teaching you this stuff for free as well. You also have like you don't have to pay thousands of dollars to learn how to sell on Amazon. I mean, there are Udemy courses for $15. You have programs or apps like Teachable, excuse me, or Skillshare, where for, like a flat $15 a month, they have thousands of courses on everything, and you can take courses. So in general, I would say if you feel like you need information, try YouTube, try learning it for free, try blogs. If that doesn't work, buy a paid course off Udemy for $15 or $19, sign up for Teachable. Do something like that before you go spending thousands of dollars on some training. So me and my business partner over the past couple months, occasionally on a Friday, we'll go check out some seminar, some course, something like that. It all started, my partner got a Facebook ad about Damon John was coming to Chicago with this like Shark Tank entrepreneurship seminar thing. So we went to check it out, right? Now, the first half of it was Damon John's thing. There was a heavy focus on Amazon and selling on Amazon, retail arbitrage. Or if you had your own business, they would kind of help you grow your own business. And it was like a 3-day weekend seminar. After that, they have some real estate course pop up. We went to another one about like stock options trading. We went to another one about like buying a property and having like an Airbnb business. And this particular one was called Sellers Playbook. It's about selling on Amazon. So the other week, my partner was saying, hey, it's Friday. They got some event over lunch. You want to go there? A lot of times they'll give you free lunch. So whatever, we'll turn the 800 number on so it takes our calls for us. Head out of the office for 2 hours on a Friday afternoon. Go check out one of these things. So this Friday we decided to go check out the Sellers Playbook. And here was kind of my initial impressions of it. So you get in there. It was about an hour and a half long pitch. Everything was about Amazon. Nothing was about Sellers Playbook. And what I mean by that is like they spent the entire hour and a half like Amazon did $177 billion in sales last year. Do you think that's going to keep growing? Yeah, it is. Well, guess what? Third-party sellers make up a majority of Amazon, and a lot of stuff they said wasn't accurate. Third-party sellers sell pretty much everything on Amazon. All Amazon really sells is the Amazon Echo. Now, we know that's not true, right? Amazon does sell the Amazon Echo and the Kindle and all that stuff, but Amazon also has their whole line of Amazon Basics. So I actually just bought a camera tripod that's actually made by Amazon. It's Amazon's Amazon Basics, and they have a lot of their products like that. And one thing about Amazon, I'm getting a little bit off topic here, but I shared a story a while back about a guy who had an aluminum like laptop cover, right? It's so when you lay in bed, you can have your laptop on your lap, but it's your fan can still cool, and you don't have your hot laptop on your lap because it's sitting on this bended piece of aluminum. Well, Amazon, obviously, because they know our back-end sales stats, realized, wow, this guy's making a lot of money selling these laptop things. So you know what Amazon did? Amazon changed the design just enough as to not violate his patent. Amazon rolled out their own aluminum laptop lap holder, and Amazon started selling it. Well, this guy was selling his for $49.95. Amazon sold theirs for $19. Amazon stole all his sales, and guess what? If you're thinking about who do you think Amazon is going to show higher in the search results, Amazon themselves or this guy? You guessed right, Amazon's going to show themselves. So Amazon basically took all the inside knowledge they had about this guy's business, stole his product, and cut him out of his own product that he invented. And Amazon has a tendency to do things like that. So it is untrue that Amazon doesn't sell product. We're all competing with Amazon, right? But it's we all have to decide, is it worth it, right? Like Amazon brings a lot of organic traffic, and it's either worth it to be on their platform or it's not worth it to be on their platform. But anyhow, during this whole pitch, you know, Amazon does this much in sales. They showed us a video about how Amazon's warehouses work, and look at how impressive this is, that they have miles of conveyor belts that bring these products, and Amazon's an amazing company, and people love to sell on Amazon, and people have Amazon Prime, and they really pumped me up, and they got me thinking, wow, Amazon really is a pretty impressive company. But I still hadn't heard anything about what Sellers Playbook actually does. And a lot of times when you attend these free seminars, they'll give you some little bits and pieces of knowledge and wisdom, right? Like, they can't give away everything because obviously they're selling information. But normally you'll get some sneak peeks of information. Well, that was not true with this one. They really didn't share anything interesting with us. They basically told you that their course is going to teach you how to win the buy box, how to find products that sell, how to manage your Amazon account, how to private label products, and how to do retail arbitrage. But they really didn't get into any details about this at all. Well, at the end of it, they hit you up for it. It's normally $1,000. It's only $800, and this weekend you can bring a friend if you sign up this weekend. So this training thing is going to be in April. I have zero intention of going, and to be honest, even going in, I really just kind of wanted to check it out. I think these things are interesting from kind of to see like the sales tactics and sales techniques that they use. Like, one thing that I noticed is they were really big on getting you to say yes, right? So like, are you guys excited to be here today? Yes. Would you agree that you need to invest in yourself to be successful? Yes. If I could show you a way that you could invest this much money and turn it into this much money, would you be interested in that? Yes. And then at the end, right, when they go for the hard sell, do you want to give us $1,000? They're hoping that you're going to say yes. You know, it's kind of like how when the little kids are messing around. Do you like pizza? Yes. Do you like swimming? Yes. Do you eat boogers? Yeah. You know, and kids will mess with each other like that, whatever. It's kind of one of those things. They want to get you into the yes mindset, so that like almost subconsciously you're just like, yes, I want to sign up. So anyhow, after the pitch, they do that. Me and my business partner walk out. We have no interest in going. After we leave, I decided to do a little bit more research on Sellers Playbook. I really didn't know too much about it going in. I did see some ripoff report and some scam things about it. But I watched a video. There were a couple younger kids. I wish I could remember the name of their channel. If I can find their video, I'll link to it below. But basically, they actually went to the paid seminar. And they weren't Amazon experts, right? But they had their feet wet. They were already selling on Amazon. And I guess during this meeting, they were not even trying to troll them, but they were just asking questions like, oh, well, how does, this element of FBA work? Or how about FBA? And I think these Seller Playbook guys, they realize that these kids kind of know the lay of the land. We're not dealing with somebody who doesn't know what the hell they're talking about, and they really don't want people in there asking questions and getting other people thinking. They just want to, put their method down your throat. So apparently they came up to these kids, pulled them aside, said, look, we'll give you guys $1,000, which is basically their money back. We'll give you your $1,000 back. We just need you to leave. We don't want you here. Basically, they don't want them ruining the upsell to the next pitch. So after you pay the $1,000 to attend Sellers Playbook, Sellers Playbook is another upsell to a course that costs, get this, $35,000 to $37,000. That's absolutely ridiculous that somebody would make you pay $35,000 to teach you how to sell on Amazon. Like I said, all this information is available on the internet for free. Granted, they're consolidating it and organizing it for you, but again, all this information is on the internet for free. And even if you did want to pay for a course, again, like I said, there's Udemy, there's Teachable, $15, $20, and you can learn all this stuff. So anyhow, they asked these guys to leave. Shortly after finding this video, I found another video that was kind of a testimonial video. Now, in this testimonial video, this guy was like, I had I forget whether the supplement or skincare line, but I was really struggling, blah, blah, blah. I attended Sellers Playbook, and my sales have gone through the roof. Thank you, Sellers Playbook. And I'm looking at that guy, and I'm like, that guy looks familiar. Well, guess what? That guy was one of the sales guys at the Sellers Playbook event I went to. So, well, it would make sense that if somebody went through Sellers Playbook course, became successful, like, hey, let's hire you on and you can teach other people how to do what you did. That would make sense, but there was really kind of no mention about that. The video was just uploaded in February. Just the way that it was done, it makes me think that they're having their own employees do testimonials about how great Sellers Playbook is. Whether this guy actually sells on Amazon himself or not, that's another issue. But I kind of got the feeling that they're having their own employees do testimonials. So all in all, I would definitely recommend not signing up for the Sellers Playbook. And even if you just wanted to go check out the free event, you know, it wasn't, you know, I've been to some of these events and they'll have like a good motivational speaker, or they'll give you some bits of knowledge, or maybe start some train of thought that you can follow up on. But like, there were really no gems of wisdom out of this thing. I got nothing by going to it, and I would recommend you don't even waste your time going to the free seminar. Now, I wanted to talk a little bit about like buying courses, buying information, etc. So it seems like people fall into one of two schools, right? Like, some people love paying for information and they find it valuable and they'll buy every course that comes out. And then there's other people who think that anytime somebody's selling you information and not like a tangible product, that it's automatically a ripoff and a scam. And the fact of the matter is that the truth lies somewhere in between, right? Like, just because somebody's selling information to you does not make it a scam. People love to throw out the words fraud and scam and ripoff and things like that. If you pay for a course and somebody tells you they're going to teach you how to sell on Amazon, and they teach you how to sell on Amazon, there's not really a scam. I mean, it could be a shitty course, but it's not really a scam just because somebody charged you for information. Information is one of the most valuable things in the world, and good information is really valuable. If somebody teaches you some tactic about selling on Amazon that can make you thousands of dollars, it's probably worth, you know, giving them a little bit of money. In my education and learning about e-commerce and things like that, there were a few times over the years when I've contacted somebody who, not even an expert, but just somebody who knows a little bit more than me, and hey, can I give you $100, or can I give you $200 to watch how you do this over your shoulder? Or, hey, could I give you $100 to pick your brain for an hour and just ask you, you know, I'm thinking about getting into whatever this is you're doing, and I'd like to pick your brain and learn a little bit more about it. Could I pay you a little bit of money for your time? And there is value in kind of like learning from somebody else's experience and learning from somebody else's mistakes. You know, I've been doing affiliate marketing and online hustling and e-commerce since like 2009, and over the years there's a lot of lessons I've learned over this, you know, 10 years or whatever it is, and a lot of it has been through trial and error and wasted time. And if I can share that information with somebody else and cut down their learning curve, there is value in that. But at the same time, there's a lot of garbage information. There's a lot of people who are making more money teaching than actually doing what it is they're doing. There's one particular YouTuber I watch, and he's talking about how his goal for 2018 is to make $200,000 drop shipping. Now, and it's doing like a shitty AliExpress drop shipping method. And then, of course, also he's going to share what he's doing with you via a course. And I guarantee you he's going to make more money off selling this course about how to AliExpress dropship than he actually is going to make off the AliExpress drop shipping. So just keep that in mind when people are pitching or selling you information as well. Another thing about courses, the vast majority of people who buy courses never even complete them. So again, before you shell out money for something, like, either you're committed to going through this course in its entirety or you're not. But I mean, I'll admit to myself, probably 80% of the courses I buy, I don't even go through. So how can I be successful if I buy a course that's going to teach me how to do something and I don't even wind up taking a course? So before you take a course, make sure you're committed to actually going through the thing. I think that's another important point to make. Now, one other thing to keep in mind about courses is when you buy somebody's course, you know, not to say that their method of doing something isn't great, or that you couldn't learn anything, or that you can't make money with their method, but realize that you're only learning one person's method. There's more than one way to skin a cat, and the way that I teach something or the way that I do something may be different than somebody else's strategy. So I'm big on content marketing, right? So if I have a product, if I have some business I'm trying to push, I'm going to put out a lot of content about it. So that could be blogs, that could be social media, that could be video. And well, that takes time and effort and maybe some money to produce that content. I really prefer that over paid ads. There's some other people who rely almost entirely on paid ads, and they're going to teach you a paid ad method. There's some other people who might like email marketing, and that's their thing, right? They're going to focus on building an email list and marketing to that email list, which is another good method because, well, I personally am not big into email marketing. With email marketing, you're not paying for every lead, right? Like, once you develop this email list, you can continue to market and market and market to that huge audience for free, essentially, right? Just whatever it costs for your email marketing software. But, you know, if we were talking about affiliate marketing or something like that, my method of teaching is going to be a lot different than somebody else's method of teaching who's big on email marketing, or somebody else like Alex Becker who's big on Facebook ads. So realize that when you buy a course, you're learning one person's method. So you may want to take a couple different courses, or you may want to explore different ways of doing this business so you can learn like the email marketing aspect, you can learn the paid ads aspect, you can learn the content marketing aspect, and I think it's really about what works best for you. So like I said, you know, a lot of people say the money is in the list, email marketing is what it's all about, and for me personally, like, it's just, I've never been really great at writing copy for emails. I've always kind of found the whole like click funnel thing and all these autoresponders. I've always found that to be kind of overwhelming. So I haven't done it. Now, that's probably something that I should look into. But I personally have had more success. Actually, I should just say this. When I compare numbers with people, I talk to some people who have really complicated autoresponders and click funnels set up, who have huge email lists, and some of them might be doing better than me, but there's a lot of people I talk to who tactically are a lot more advanced than me, but their numbers aren't as good as me just doing simple, like, making YouTube videos or putting out blog posts or putting out content in various forms. So realize that when you buy a course, when you learn from somebody, when you do coaching with somebody, whatever, you're learning one person's method, and that method may cater to kind of your skill sets, or it may not. So if I took a course about email that focused heavily on email marketing, I might not do so well with it just because that's not really my strength. That's not really what I'm all about. Whereas if I took a course about content marketing, that would probably be like right up my alley. And then lastly, here's just one thing that annoys me. Whenever I do go to these seminars, these courses, whatever, it feels like, how do I say that? It feels like people are preying. It feels like a lot of these courses are preying on people. So years ago, when I was in my late teens, I worked for a company that did telemarketing for this course called the Carlton Sheets No Money Down Real Estate course. Now, what this course was, they taught you how to buy real estate with no money down. The course was complete bullshit. Their tactics, very, very unlikely to work, very crazy scenarios. Like one scenario is like, you see a property with a lot of trees on it. You contact a logging company and see if they'll pay you. So see if a logging company will pay you to cut down trees on this lot that you don't even own, and that's how you're going to use your down payment. Is you're going to get this logging company to give you money to chop down trees on a property that you don't yet own, so that you can buy this property and let them cut down trees. Like, it's crazy. I think another example from their book was if you own a boat and you happen to find out that the seller of this house likes boats, you could use the boat as your down payment on it. It's like, I don't have a boat in my backyard. Even if I do have a boat, what are the chances that me and the seller are going to be talking about boating? And he's going to be like, I'd really love to have a boat. And I'm like, well, you know what? I just so happen to have a boat, and I want to buy your house. So the course was complete bullshit. Carlton Sheets ran the ads at like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, as well as during the day. Why? Because they're, who's up at 2 in the morning watching TV? People without jobs. Who's home during the day watching TV? People without jobs. So these courses play on people who are, or I should say, prey on people who are on unemployment, people who are on disability, people who are home with work injuries. And those are the type of people who buy these courses. And when I attend these kind of seminar things, I tend to notice that like the people that these things attract tend to be people on the lower ladder of the socioeconomic level, right? There's a lot of older people, there's a lot of disabled people, there's a lot of people who, just from talking to them, I get the impression that they're not like highly educated and things like that. And it's kind of sad to see a lot of these courses prey on these people, because a lot of these people aren't entrepreneurs. A lot of these people have no chance of making it online, but that doesn't stop this company from taking $1,000 from them and trying to get them to take out loans to buy their next $35,000 course. And it's really sad to me, and it really bothers me. I saw another video after I went to the Damon John one a couple months ago. I went on YouTube because I was curious to see what other people were saying about it. And there was this kid in Texas, and he went to the thing, and he was kind of talking about his experience there and things, and he gets out, and he's like, you know what? He's like, I've been trying to find a way to make more money. I attended this Damon John thing. I don't have $1,000. I can't go to the thing. I really wish I could. He's like, I guess, I saw this other offer in I got my email today. They'll pay me $2 an envelope to stuff envelopes. And the whole stuffing envelope thing is bullshit. Me and my business partner just got one of these letters in the mail the other day. Here's how that con works is, first of all, nobody's paying you $2 to stuff envelopes. It's complete bullshit, right? But let's say so anyhow, there's these companies who say, we'll pay you money to stuff envelopes. Well, if you read the fine print, it costs $30 or $50 to apply to stuff envelopes. There's also another piece of fine print that says we don't guarantee that we have availability. So it's possible that you pay them this $30 or this $50 or whatever it was, and we're full. We don't have room for any more envelope stuffers, but that $30 or $50 you paid is non-refundable. So I have a feeling there is no envelope stuffing business, and they just count on people sending them $30 or $50. They cash a check, that's money in the bank, and, oh, sorry, we don't have room for any more envelope stuffers. Maybe you want to apply 6 months down the road and give us another $30 or $50 for nothing. But anyhow, what I find to be kind of really sad about this is this guy on YouTube, you could tell he was genuine, right? He was willing to put in the work. He was trying to find a better way. He was trying to improve his life. He was trying to improve his financial situation. And, you know, you just have people like, whether it's the envelope stuffing game, or I highly doubt that the Damon John thing would do anything for him, right? If he goes to the Damon John seminar, pays $1,700 or $3,400 or whatever it was for that seminar, you know, he's going to go in debt, and he doesn't have any money to buy Amazon products after. I mean, he doesn't have any money to buy Amazon products now, but even if he scraped together the money for the course, he doesn't have any money to contact a supplier in China and private label a product. So it's really kind of sad to me how a lot of these courses and a lot of these things prey on people who really don't have the money to be spending, but they're, you know, willing to find any way to suck the money out of you. And I don't know, just really kind of saddens me and makes me angry to see people preying on people who are trying to improve their lives and maybe aren't too business savvy and are getting taken advantage of and wasting money. I oftentimes tell a story. There was another guy who contacted me via email a while back, and he was like, "Hey, dude, can you teach me how to sell on Amazon?" And I emailed him back, and in his email there was something to the effect of like, "I only have like $200 or $300 to spend on product." And I emailed them back and said, you know, here's some ways that might help you get started, you know, yada, yada, yada. But I said, you know, if you don't mind me asking, like, how come you only have $200 or $300? Like, you might want to have more to. He said, well, you know, I just spent $4,500 on this how to sell on Amazon course, or I paid some guy for coaching about how to sell on Amazon. How crazy is it that this guy paid somebody $4,500 to teach them how to sell on Amazon, and 3 weeks later he's contacting me asking me to, like, how valuable or how useful was this $4,500 he spent? What did somebody take his $4,500 for if he still needs to come to me after that and ask me how to sell on Amazon? Like, for $4,500, you should know everything that there is to know. But you know, it's just something that kind of makes me mad is seeing people being preyed upon. So again, getting back to the whole thing about courses, everything you need to know can be found on the internet for free. Granted, you may have to watch a lot of videos. You're going to be piecing the information together, right? So you're going to have to watch a lot of stuff by a lot of different people and piece together the information. But everything is out there available for free. And then lastly, even if you do want to pay for information, even if you do want to pay for a course, even, you know, if you do find value in learning from somebody who's done it, or you want the information more organized for you, again, before you go out spending thousands of dollars, try Udemy. Udemy has a bunch of Amazon courses for $10, $14, $16, $20. Go try that. If after spending $15 you feel like you need more, maybe then look into the higher price course. But there's a ton of Udemy courses out there for free, and more recently I've been using a program called is it Teachable or Skillshare? But anyhow, it's like $14, $17 a month, and they have thousands of courses, and I can watch as many of them as I want. So, you know, try the free route, try some of the cheaper options before you feel like you need to go shell out thousands of dollars. At the end of the day, if somebody came to me and was like, okay, I got $5,000, I can either wing it and try to start an Amazon business on my own, or I can take a $5,000 training course. In a minute, I would advise that people just buy product and kind of learn through the school of hard knocks and learn by actually doing it. But that's all I got for you guys today. Kind of a long rambling video, but if anybody's thinking about attending the Sellers Playbook, I just wanted to make this video getting a little bit of information out there about it, what to expect, and I personally would recommend not doing it, but that's just me. Have you guys attended any courses? What are your guys' opinions on like Amazon courses about paying people to learn? Has it been worthwhile for you? Hasn't it? Have you actually made it through the courses? Like I said, you know, probably 80-90% of the stuff I buy I don't even wind up going through, which is like, why did you buy it in the first place? But that's a discussion for another day. But anyhow, just got to the office, got to run. If you guys enjoyed the video, click that thumbs up button. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button below, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.